Okay.
Probably just start the.
Yeah, the games. Moving to the room now. Round 1 has not started yet, at least. RoaRomin Fangirls are not all at the place yet.
Oh.
By the way, are you also in the room or?
Nope, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm just watching your stream right now.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, I think we next time we have to probably coordinate it a bit better. But it's good to already start working on CoCast to see how that works. So, for did I just put the team names on the completely opposite side? Yes, I did. So we have table 1, Tomato versus Emerald. And no, dear watchers, Tomato is not playing for TCM. He's still playing for RoaRomin Fangirls. It just switched the team names around and put the players in the wrong place. But let's dive in head first and spectate Tomato. Table 1. So, what that looks like a classical machine versus rebels matchup, I would say.
Oh wow, machines, huh? Never seen that deck before.
Yep. I mean, it's honestly nice that we don't see free machines. Well, sorry, not a machine mirror, that's nice.
Honestly, yeah, it used to be it was a lot worse before with
Yeah.
machine mirror. I think one Colosseum I saw is like almost everyone just playing machine mirror.
That's just. I mean, it is okay, but it just gets stale with the time. I also really like how people are slowly switching towards not playing Barrel Dragon anymore and actually always pick the Cybertech Alligator now. And it also seems like Tomato. What am I saying? Emerald is trying to get aggressive here now. Which against Royal Rebels is not always that useful.
I don't know if I can increase my volume.
Yeah, I kind of already put you, I think, at. Wait, where's the Discord chat? I put you already at 200%.
Okay. Let me see.
So I don't know if I can actually increase your. Yeah, the Windows volume settings for Discord are also at 100.
I can increase my own, I think. I could try. Give me 1 second.
Ah well, what did we miss? Getting distracted here. It seems that Tomatosaurus has the Doom Metal. Surprise, surprise. Emerald went aggressive and now he has to stare on a Doom Metal. Yay. Able to clear the board and also pierce for 200 extra damage and the Doom Metal attack himself, as putting Emerald back a foot down to 2100 life points. I mean, not impossible to win, but that's gonna be difficult, I would say, for Emerald. Ultimate Bond, revealing the Gold Rush to get the Aim Eagle. I mean, that's the nice part of machines in this matchup. They are able to at least get very strong attackers in response to the Royal Rebels.
Hello? Am I
Ah!
better now?
Yes. At
Yeah, I
least
can
for me
increase
it's a
my
bit
own
louder.
volume. I can increase it more if you want.
Chat, how can you hear crying? At the moment, oh, also, by the way, do you prefer crying or happy Rikes? I never got to ask.
I'm okay with either name.
Fair.
You can do your own personal spin on the name if you want. I really don't mind. I'm not really that like crazy if you pronounce it correct or whatever.
Okay. But it seems like Tomatosaurus is not able to have a follow-up yet. I mean, he can get some extra frontal damage in, which is probably good considering that now he's probably just a Doom Metal away from victory. But still.
His opponent does have to be careful though. His LP is so low that one
Yeah.
good finish him here.
Yeah. I mean, he has to play really defensive, and I think Tomato just can sit back at the moment and relax. I think he's, depending on if he's still on stop defense in his main deck, I think he might pull off the victory if he finds the stop defense. I mean, the Pierce is already out. I don't think he, maybe he plays 2, but that's I think unlikely. To be fair, he's already used 2 of his 3 heavy metals as well, so... Yeah, Samurai. The Emerald definitely can't afford to overextend here. But he's putting a second monster in attack. That's slightly aggressive.
To be fair, I feel at this point you're kind of screwed if you do, screwed if you don't. Like either you go
Yeah.
play, you play like slow, but you can still lose to stuff like stop defense, or you play aggressive and try to finish the game fast, but still lose to potentially burn. Like I don't think he has much of a choice.
Yeah, and I guess I also see the mirror in a way to here, because like the Pierce just now was like really huge actually, and actually put Tomatosaurus as well in the range of being killed next turn if he drew nothing. So yeah, that actually probably was the correct play to make in the situation.
If I'm Emerald, I'm just hoping my opponent doesn't have the right cards necessary to burn me.
Yeah, to be fair, the burning is unlikely because he would need stop defense, a second, the third Doom Metal, and 2 high level monsters as well. So that's very difficult to get. And for everything else, Emerald might have some back row, possibly. But I guess we might see that now. No?
Just go for game. No, wait, this will be game. Just burn. Really, it's nothing though. I mean, at this point though, like just once. Sorry, what's the boss monster called that burns again? I forgot his name.
Doom Metal. Royal
I mean,
Rebels Doom Metal.
thank you. So
You're
just one
welcome.
Doom Metal is finished here. Is GG here. Or this might just be good game actually. They have
Yeah, it's
oh
kind
no.
of surprising that he did not see anything.
This actually
Okay,
might just be over.
yeah, I think that Tribute to the Doomed is a little bit overkill here.
I mean, to be fair, if Tomato has a gay attack, he's probably dead regardless.
Yeah, that is true as well. But, yeah, well, he saw 21 cards, so chances are there that he has seen it, but we will see it now. Yep, he had the negate attack.
Yeah,
Also, Ryan, Rikes, if you want, I can also try to stream it at Discord for you, then I think you might have less of a delay seeing the things.
don't worry, I'm fine.
Okay.
I really don't. I don't know. I don't mind. It's really not that bad. It's like 1 second at most.
Oh, also you can check the message from Disturbia in the voice channel for the spectator ID.
Oh, true. Yeah. All right. Let me come.
So many things that you can do.
All right,
But
just give me
now,
1 second.
I mean, this is a crazy ping pong match, honestly. Like, so much back and forth. Like, for like the past 2 turns, I think each could have killed them, so, ugh. That's actually what you really want to see in the semifinals. And there comes the first tribute summon and invasion. Yeah, I mean, Burn is lethal at this point. And I think this is what he's trying to set up. I mean, with the phaser... he's going for the myth, the arch, the artist, the myth, the legend himself here. That would also work if the card that he got was, in fact, the... Yeah, it might have been a 50-50. Whoops. Let me check the graveyard, please. We have seen no battle traps from Emerald yet, so...
Alright.
Oof.
Wow, I am surprised Tomato can't finish. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought though.
Honestly...
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
No, sorry. I was just thinking that I'm surprised he didn't get the burn, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of sad, but I think he didn't have it in the hand, so nothing you can do. Crazy that, whoops, not 4, just 1 is typed here. So, Orion, what do you want to see next? Voltalon versus Tokishiro or Paco Wakotako versus Sugiyuma?
Let's watch Paco. He's
Yep.
won the Starry Cup, the Rush Starry Cup before.
Also,
So I know he's a good player.
Yeah, also not forget, I think he qualified for the YCS.
He did.
So
Yeah.
that definitely might be an interesting game, hopefully.
Wouldn't be surprised if he won Rush Grants tournament as well.
I think he probably has won it at least once sometime. But I don't know how recent that... Are they really both playing without any game mats or sleeves? Damn. So, we landed ourselves a mirror match, I think. Roa versus Roa. What could this mean?
I don't know. It's a funny mirror though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what considering mirrors, I think it's still the most interesting to watch. Oh, so this is game 2 already, and Paco won the first one. Interesting. Please correct me if I understood that wrong, Disturbia. Apparently, table 2 actually was the interesting one so far, being 1-1. So we kind of scored that really nicely. Thank you for the follow, Ichigaido? Guido? Sorry.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. And there's the heavy metal for Paco. Getting rid of Essel, which is actually something that you don't see too often in Royal Rebels these days. Which is kind of interesting. And we see the full-on heavy metal melee.
Oh, that's so brutal.
Yeah.
I hate it every time that happens to me when I'm playing dinos. They activate for a freeze, then they get rid of my boss monster.
Yeah. But Sugiyuma has the response in Doom Metal. Oh, that walks into the forever freeze. No! Not like this. Okay, I think that... I really think that put things in Paco's favor. And here's Invasion, giving Paco a direct shot at Sugiyuma's life points with the good old heavy metal. You know, I find it really interesting. Like, in most other matchups, you really feel like doom metal does like the big part. But in the mirror, it always feels like heavy metal is like doing more, which is like a real nice change if we compare the matchups. But Sugiyuma is now walling up. Is this the Pierce? It's a phaser. Getting a heavy metal.
I guess now we click on the first one.
Mm.
If I had to say, I feel like for the old skill, I feared heavy metal more, but with new skill, I feared doom metal more, if that
Yes,
makes sense.
I wholeheartedly agree. To be fair, I also don't really think it really worked that well with Doom Metal. The old skill didn't really mesh well with Doom Metal,
No,
since
it
it only
didn't.
boosted to 5. But yeah, whew. And Paco takes it 2-0. That was quick.
I agree.
And also, update from Disturbia. Voltalon won 2-1 in a mystery match versus Tokishiro, which we completely did not see. And what is my Duel Links doing? Huh. There it is. So let's quickly check if I missed anything for Tomato. Tomatoes is still one game ahead. This is the only game that's running. So... Wait, RoaRomin Fangirls actually won the round already. Whew. That was quick. So now we have maybe the last game. Yeah, also for Table 2 I'm kind of sad that we did not get to see what people were bringing to the table.
All right.
Tomatosaurus already with a Doom Metal, but this time unable to activate its effect yet. Wait. Emerald was playing machines, right?
He
Why,
was, yeah.
why am I seeing a light sorcerer? That is a very interesting and confusing deck building choice or side decking choice.
He just really wanted spellcaster. I don't know.
Maybe he wanted more spell trap removal. Maybe.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean the light root, I guess, but are there any? Yeah, you can sack it for the Aim Eagle. Indeed, has 1500 attack. I guess if you want to have more beat sticks, you can play it over Craftatron and Assault Cannon, I guess. But still, that's something that you don't see every day. Oh no. Tomato, what are you doing to poor little Emerald? What are you doing?
To be fair, he probably has some good Slumber Negate attack. That
Yeah,
works.
that works as well, but it's still not something that you want to see because, like, Tomato still has his whole hand,
That's true.
which he uses to set a Doom Metal.
Well, so much for that full hand, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Emerald getting away. Still, it probably also did not feel nice to have to sack the Gold Rush, but I mean, in the end, it would have died, be destroyed anyway. So, he made the best of the situation. Still, doesn't feel right. And he has another one. Yay. Okay, so he's also still on Assault Cannon, huh? I'm really curious what he's playing. Okay, here's a invasion and a phaser going for another heavy metal. Tomato trying the same play again. This time the one feather freeze was used, however, and he can try to go for game. And Emma. Oh.
Really had nothing? Wow.
Yeah, that is. I mean, if you have free back row, you usually have something at least. And not nothing. Whew. That is a very clean first round for RoaRomin Fangirls. If I ever saw one. Tomato 1-0, Voltalon 1-1, Packer 1-0. Very clean. I think people are... Okay, they have 3 more minutes to give the counter lineup. I think I'll try to quickly jump into one replay from Voltalon, because I'm just curious to know what they actually played.
Bet one of those own machines.
Probably. I mean, to be fair, RoaRomin Fangirls has only shown Royal Rebel, which, depending on how you look at it, is by some recognized as a tier 2 deck. Where I would say it's like, I would say it is tier 1. So, yeah, well, looks like we have a machine deck here versus a Yggdrago deck.
Well, always like a 50-50 of being right here.
So this is also the last game. So we sadly already know who will win, but we don't know how. I guess we now can see wow. Damn.
No back row either. Yeah, I think I see how they won.
Oh well, at least how Voltalon got close to winning round 3 or turn 3 already. Oh damn. I mean, Feather Freeze, I don't even know if Feather Freeze is that good against Cyborgs. Like, they only played 2 targets. But, I mean, sometimes you're just lucky and make the correct choice. Yeah, that's 3,700 damage that you don't want to take. Really? He also won the second one that fast? Whew. Waterlon is having good draws today, it seems. But Ryex. Sorry, I'll get used to this, I swear. Who do you think we should watch for the next round first?
I mean, honestly, I just click on random when I'm casting these.
Okay, so wait. TCM posted their pairings. So they want to leave Emerald where he was against Tomato. That sounds like a ballsy choice, I must say. They also are leaving Sugiyuma versus Paco. And just exchanged Tokishiro with Ovarikacho. So, surprisingly little changes, very confident. Or maybe they just didn't bring a Royal Rebels counter for themselves. I think I think I probably would watch Table 2 first, just out of curiosity what Ovarikacho brought to the table.
Yep, I can't wait to see this very exciting machine deck.
You say it's machine? Okay.
Machines are cybers.
I think you're wrong.
Oh.
Slightly. Okay, so now the second round of this semifinals devolved into 2 Royal Rebels and 1 machine facing 2 Royal Rebels and 1 machine. I'm amazed.
So is Royal Rebels like their best deck then?
I mean, it's just I think it's just like Royal Rebels has like, uh, I would say a slightly advantage against machines because of Doom Metal basically clearing the whole board, and its ability to play defensive, and it's also very good against Cybers, which is the other T1 deck, because Cybers really struggled with decks that set 2 monsters and had one boss monster in attack. So I can see why people are playing this, especially since Noodles got shafted, which was kind of the only kind of a hard counter to Royal Rebels. So honestly, I'm kind of surprised that we did not see so much Royal Rebels earlier. But yeah, Machine is of course still good, and Innovator will always be one of the best cards at the moment.
Do they have a way to deal with the maximum of Cybers?
Add Doom Metal. And also depending on... I mean, they can also play Talismanic Seal Array, as every deck can. But Doom Metal destroys it.
Ah, gotcha. Wait, what were the Harpies Maxium, though? That one can't be destroyed by monster effects.
That they can't. But luckily, Harpy Maximum is so rare. I think probably it's one of the strongest Maximums that we have. But since we only have the side pieces once each and no proper skill to guarantee them or to search them, I think it's like the rarest Maximum definitely, and thus a little bit weaker as well. But no, they would not be able to deal with the Harpy Maximum. And I mean, the aggressive play by Ovarikacho here is also, I think, actually a good choice. Because machines don't have strong defenses at all in their stat lines. And also with the Nessus, he's protecting basically the chance for the PS from the Mirror Innovator, which would deal a lot of damage against zero defense. So Ovarikacho playing this matchup quite well so far. Ooh, double barrage. Now I'm actually kind of curious what Voltalon is getting up to. Like, he has cleared a lot already, I would say. Though, in the end it was one Recital and one Fire Breath. Wait. I just realized now, and I feel kind of bad as a caster for not realizing earlier, that Diesel milled 2 guards? Oh my god. That's just so sad. And there we have the Innovator going like a hot knife through butter against the Invasion here. You just don't want to see this. But it seems like Voltalon is keeping up his rampage from round 1 so far. Well, I guess Heavy Metal is gonna destroy our Innovator here. So if he has another monster, another normal, he could go for some massive damage to balance the game again.
Oh, back row 2, so be guaranteed.
Yeah. But he doesn't have another monster. No. I mean, it outs the Innovator, which is good, but... Oof. Like, an Amigal Innovator goes for game for Voltalon here, if Ovarikacho doesn't have any back row. And he has the Amigal.
Wow, I think it's stretch it off the skill. Oh. Do they have another mirror?
Apparently not. Wait. I was reading chat and now I didn't pay attention. So one of the sets is Aim Eagle. I'm still a bit thinking. Yeah, I have the chat on OBS, which is distracting me.
Oh no, you're correct, Pro. I don't blame anyone for playing machines. It's again, we need. I wish there was more content in Rush, but Konami has been very slow in that regard recently.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they've been slow in Rush in general. The thing is that the last box just didn't introduce a high tier deck, and that it did not go against machines hard enough to shake up the meta. To be fair, Machine did not warrant a strong nerf, but it just made the meta stale, so a strong nerf might have actually been nice.
Yeah,
Also, hi, Bromanarchist.
I don't know. In Konami's opinion, it seems that Noodles was the bigger issue.
Well, in all honesty, I would say so, yes. Because, like, unlike most of the other matches, where I think there was, like, a good advantage, yes, but most of. Is this the game? Huh, yeah. Shutting the game away, yay! But back to what I was saying, I think that Waterloo won this one. But most of the matches are somewhat balanced. Like, it's not like 70-30 win chance, more like 60-40 still, which is okay for the matchups. But with Noodles versus Royal Rebels, I think it was closer to 90% win rate for Noodles. Because with the burn, Royal Rebels couldn't really do anything, couldn't really break the board. Maybe now it would be slightly different because like more people are playing now piercing stuff and stop defenses in Royal Rebels, so maybe it would not be as strong nowadays. But I think back then it was. So I can see the noodle, the destruction of noodles.
I think their nerf is fine. It just you could definitely I don't know, just felt a bit much how they
Yeah,
went about it.
yeah. I mean, honestly, just limit freeing. Just putting extra spice limit free probably would have been enough, and they did not necessarily need to readjust the skill as well. Interesting. Sugiyuma is now on tribute lock here. Okay, thank you to Survey for the update. So far, RoaRomin Fangirls is actually showing a similar performance that they've been showing the whole weeks in the division, dominating where they can against the best teams. Whew. I mean, Tribute Lock might be a bit confusing, but in a Royal Rebel mirror matchup, not gonna lie, actually can see it. Like, it just allows you to stop the activation of Doom Metal, the activation of Heavy Metal, so I can see it. Not a huge fan, because the stipulation that your life points have to be lower is a bit annoying. But I can see why you play this. Oh, is Paco Waco taking?
Oh no.
Whew, wait. Let's check the graveyard. Yes, the heavy metal now, who's just basically here to attack. Okay, back row is not existent. Okay, Paco wins 2-0. Again, Paco
Wow.
being on a rampage. Whew. I think this actually might be a very quick semifinals if it continues like this. I mean, now both Emerald and Overikacho have to win 2 games to put it to a round 3. Hi. That is not looking good for TCM here. But it actually kind of makes me happy in a weird way. Because like a lot of people looking at the divisions were like, the divisions with RoaRomin and Fangirl is actually was really a tough division in the end, is what a lot of people said. And for that, Rush Japan Red did a very good performance against Latin King. So it would have been kind of hilarious if both, I think it was the Seventh Road, the Magnum division? The other division with TCM, if they both trampled over the RoaRomin Fangirls division, it would have been hilarious. But seems like in the end it was still somewhat balanced, division-wise. Thank you for helping with the division names, Disturbia. Okay, Tomatosaurus trying to be aggressive here. Not yet. Okay, he has a piercing samurai. Is the... then he hits the Asl. You want more than that. If you go this aggressive. Yeah, Cocktail Samurai second division was stacked, but the words place 2 got beat by the other division's place 1, so at least the top places were somewhat balanced, I would say. Going just not talking about the team's personal performance and stuff, just going by the results. And we all know how much luck is involved in this game sometimes. Okay, Emerald going for Gold Rush, not activating it. Apparently doesn't have his Tough Striker or Cybertech Alligator in grave yet. Yeah, Disturbia, I mean, Tomatosaurus didn't need to commit a lot. So, Waterlin won. Oof. And we already have a winner and one team that goes to the finals next week. Woo!
So there you go. Is that the fastest match ever, Disturbia?
The question is, do we need to wait for the end of this match as well? I mean, it doesn't really change anything, but the match is not, Team Wars is not over yet fully, so. Well, or Griffin, you just have the crazy deck that, the crazy counter deck that didn't need action. But yeah, that indeed was a very quick stream. Huh. Kind of thought it would take more of my afternoon. But well, I guess I'll have more free time now. So, what is Emerald trying to do in his last stand? Yes, Tomato! Yes, Paco! Why did you just lose? Why did you scoop? Then I would have more to talk about. But yeah, I can understand it. In those cases, you give your best. And the best worked well. Very well. Wait. So, since Tomato's chatting already, probably the match is over by now. But let's see how Tomato finished this for us. There is heavy metal. And I can probably see how this is gonna end, depending on Emerald's back row. Yet that definite.
I'm just kind of happy to see that I'm not the only one who gets his butt kicked by Royal Rebels a lot.
Nah, that is normal. It's just that like not a lot of people are playing this deck. You know, I kind of now want to know if Emerald's set was actually Widespread Ruin. I so want to know it now. Yeah, it's a pretty strong deck, but not a lot of people are playing it because it's like less. It had a delay. So wait, Tomato, you're saying it had a delay in the turns before or in the turn where you activated Rogue of Archfiend? Wait, am I confusing things? Oh, Table 2 is still ongoing. Huh. I guess we watch this then. Exactly, Pecco, that's the point. It is expensive because you have to go through 3 boxes to get the fucking deck. Sorry, language. um, versus like machines and cybers need 2 boxes at most. Or well, structure decks in 1 box. Yeah, it's the hidden meta that no one sees because the deck doesn't win. Okay, so the final machine versus Royal Rebels matchup.
If we're lucky, maybe one day Konami will introduce deck build boxes, but for Rush.
That would be nice, though. I think. Well, actually, no. We already have a deck build box for Rush.
Do we?
Yeah. It was the deck box where Extreme Spice is from. That is a deck build box.
Oh, true.
Which is actually kind of nice from them because they put because they
Dragius,
put
ne?
exactly, which made it easier for a lot of people to get Dragius. Because nothing against the first box, but you kind of don't want to open it nowadays because like there's not really anything good inside, except you wanna play Yami Ruler or well Isark or any warrior deck. Like that's literally the only reason to get into it. Because by now all the other boss monsters inside the box were either in the deckbook box again or in the selection box with an overrush rarity. So like the only deck for that you actually need to go into it now is all the Gavin decks, which are not good. So that's the only reason why you want to go there at the moment, and it's not even worth it.
Yeah, I still like Disturbia mentioned, just like a box where you can get like the entire archetype for very cheap.
I mean, in a way, that is what Cywars was, excluding all the tech, of course. Now it's a little bit more spread out because you need at least you should play 1 or 2 Chaos Femdrons. I mean, you can play it without, so I mean that box still in itself somehow is a deck. So, what can Uvarikacha do now? It is 1-1. Can he get like the 1 victory for TCM? I mean, he has a heavy metal now. That does. Whew! That is a big heavy metal actually. I mean, it will go up to 5k. Wait. Did he activate the skill? Yeah. Well, to be fair, I had to go for that anyway. I mean, the board from Voltalon is cleared now. And he's at 2000 life points, so... I think Ovarikacha is now in a position where he can win next turn. If he draws decent. Which means appears. And hits an aim eagle that Voltalon said, but... Yeah, I think...
lethal.
Yeah. I kind of doubt this is what we'll see though. Well, he is going for a Doom Metal in addition. And yeah, we are gonna go to
Here's-
turn 9 here.
Oh.
Tomatosaurus showing the team spirit. Yeah, well, it appears this might have been over. Getting rid of a monster reincarnation. Not bad, not good. And
that's his
wait,
name.
that's yep. Innovator turning it around. And sadly, TCM not being able to win a single match. Oof. RoaRomin Fangirls indeed showed us who wants to be the champion. Let's see if they can keep it up next week as well. Yeah, Innovator is definitely too bad. It needs a very good skill to work else. And thank you for the first chat, the Dr. Alex. Nice to have you here. And yeah, I think that is it.
The power of Fangirls.
Yeah! They've been rocking the whole season so far. Their only loss was actually a very surprising loss, which also was like, I think they lost by a hairbreadth against, who was that? It was Rush Japan Blue. And it was like so close. And that's like the only loss. So let's see if they can keep this going next week. Against a team that didn't really lose a lot in their division as well. So we're actually gonna have an exciting finale, which I'm looking forward to.
Paco speaking facts, by the way.
Yes, Mirror Innovator needs a buff. I mean, just look at its stat, it's 2400. It gets beaten over by every boss monster. It's too weak, clearly.
So that's it then.
Yep. Disturbia, do we already know something on which day or anything about the semifinals and the finals? So just small announcement like, I think the match for place 3 and 4 will be streamed before the finals. I think next week Disturbia is 100% gonna make an announcement in the Rush Duels Colosseum Discord. So you heard it. You will hear the details there. Just or you think about next weekend. Keep it free. Some day of that there might be the finals going on. And we'll see you then. And for me, have a nice rest of the day, whatever time it is. Also, Rykes, thank you for joining us. Actually, it was kind of fun to have a co-cast. Actually, that's the first time I did it, so
no problem. I
thank
had
you very
fun too.
So yeah,
Bye, everyone.
bye.